Okay, here's part 2 of how to deglue, clean, and reassemble your tires. So you may or may not remember, I had a bunch of trenchers off an Traxxas Maxx, I believe it was my last video. Cut the glue, roll it out, clean it out. Then once they're dry, I've put some drywall tape covered with Gorilla Tape. Basically, the idea being the drywall tape will help. You can see it's underneath here. It's going to help with ballooning. And the drywall tape itself is slightly adhesive, plus the Gorilla Tape here, when it's pushed down, will actually stick right through it, like sticks to my finger. And so hopefully that's going to help prevent some ballooning. So you can see how nicely these cleaned up. These were all gray and disgusting, full of sand and water from the person I purchased them from. Slide it on as low as you can. And I found you had to sort of start at one side. I'm gonna roll the tire, pardon my belly, it's a good prop tool. I'm gonna get the tire the right way. And it's just a matter of working it up, getting the foam inside. That's the first step. Don't worry about getting to the edge. Worry about getting the foam in as nicely as you can. Because you want to make sure that it's not folded or bubbled. It's going to then leave flat spots and high spots and cause all kinds of issues. So I like to feel around after and make sure it's all nice and even. And make sure you don't have foam between the rim and the bead, which we don't. So that's pretty good. So there's that one. Once again, just going to slide the foam on. So you can see it's on the rim. And starting at one point, you're going to get the tire over and work your way around like so. Bring the tire over the rim with the foam under it. So this last bit can be the hardest bit. Because with the drywall tape and the Gorilla, or the drywall tape, yeah, and the Gorilla duct tape, it doesn't want to expand as much. That's what you want. So when I got this Traxxas Maxx, these tires were throwaway. They were so full of sand and water. The vibration, they were as good as garbage. Hexes weren't too bad, so it was worth putting a little bit of effort in. And I think the final result is quite nice. So now, you're going to want to use a flexible glue if you have it. If not, try not to get it too high up on the tire. So I'm using this. See if I can zoom in on it for you. So this is the one I'm using. I just got it on Amazon. It was cheap. And I bought a bunch of these. These give it a very fine tip. So you can do it without them, but I find it's just a huge mess. Whereas if you can get these tips, you have a lot more control. So what I'm going to do is my first pass, I'm going to go right down. You can see that lip right there? See that lip? That's where the bead lock goes in. So I'm going to do my first pass. I'm going to get the glue all the way in. And then my second pass, I'm going to do around here just to get that lip nice and tidy. So spend a little time beforehand, make sure that the tires are sitting nice and clean. Like you see this one's bumped out, this would be causing me trouble when I'm trying to glue. See how much cleaner that looks? Same with this one. There we go. The final result, you're gonna end up with this. You can see in the shine, oh sorry, I forgot to zoom out for you folks. You can see in the shine that there is the second pass of glue, and that's not gonna come off that lip very easy. So you're gonna take your fine point there, lift back, just get it down there. Oops. And this glue does like to glue very fast, so if you get on your thumb, it is going to stick to the tire. So you don't have to work fast, you just have to be aware that once it's touched to the rim, it's pretty much glued there. That's the first pass. We're just gonna push it in like that all the way around, just so it dries really nice and tight. So it does leave us with a little bit off. You want this as good as possible. Then again, it is just a toy. So you decide how good is good. There you go, I'm pretty happy with that. So now, I'm just getting the perimeter. See, I just did a couple of inches, couple of centimeters from here to here, because it's easier for me to press that edge. Once it dries, I'll move to the next area and do the same. My thinking on this is the first pass gets the bottom of the bead, the second pass gets the outside. It's going to be like a double pass. In theory, stronger glue joint. Hi Bailey, just doing a video, bud. So are these going to be perfect like new wheels? Absolutely not. But, as you can see, on this side, just doing a little quick test, it's glued as well, possibly better than some places from the factory. Not bad. So hopefully that helps some of you out. I'm not claiming to be an expert. I'm just sharing what I've learned from working on a few other cars. There we go. There's two done. So again, what you're going to be doing is your first pass, you can see this lip. You're getting the glue right down at the bottom. And on the tire, this is the bead from where my pinky fingernail is to there. So the first pass we're gluing the inside, the second pass we're getting the outside. Just going to do one more tire because I don't want this going on too long. So we're just starting. We want to make sure that it's at the right depth. Zoom out just a smidgen. There we go. So you can see right there is nicely glued. So now, just a little bit at a time. Now we don't want to fill up a whole bunch of glue in here, because if it gets on the foam's going to turn rock hard, and that's going to create really bad vibrations. So that's why my first pass is usually a lighter pass. And then my second pass, there we go. All right, you see my technique. Let me know how it works for you guys.